Oh, okay, so hello everybody. Welcome to another Golden Wind review video. It's been a few weeks since I did one of these. That's because I don't think I mentioned this before. I might mention this before. I like to keep my videos weekly, no matter what. Well, actually, there was like one exception with that Golden Wind song edit. I did that really quickly, but yeah, as I was saying, I like to do weekly videos, and I like to post other things besides reviews. So yeah. And I haven't really felt like doing a review, but now I do feel like doing a review, cause this was some good shit right here. That was like, I'm putting my computer screen. I just have a notepad that says spicegirl.txt. I haven't even wrote anything. I was gonna write down some points to like come back to. I just want to talk, like, bro. There's something about being like a little spoiled and then seeing the shit happen that is so cool. Like I feel like I've mentioned this before. I've gotten like little spoilers here and there. I've actually seen more since I last said that, but I've gotten spoilers for what's happening in part 5, part 6, not much for part 7 actually, and part 8. But and you know, I'm not complaining. It's actually fun to look at little things that are about to happen, and maybe big things that are about to happen, and then see him get animated without having read the manga first. It's just so cool. So, with that being said, Spice Girl. I knew about Spice Girl. I knew about Wannabe. Yo, I did not know about Arrivederci. I didn't know Trish was gonna fucking Arrivederci. How the fuck was I? Nobody even said that. I mean, I saw a meme with her singing. I thought it was an edit or something, but no, she said I don't know what it is about Arrivederci, but that phrase is just so fucking cool. Say this is goodbye in Italian. Just saying that it's so cool. Actually, with this a little bit glare. So this episode was jam-packed with all kinds of shit. First, we got. I really like the setup where Trish having to get Jorno's left hand. How'd you know it was her left hand? It was his left hand. That was weird. I don't know how she knew that. But with Trish having to get the hand at the end of the last episode and the beginning of this episode, and like, how the hell am I gonna fucking do that? Like, literally, there were no ways that she could have done it without what happening. That makes sense. She woke her stand, Spice Girl, and man, Spice Girl was like, I really loved what they did with Spice Girl, how she was Trish's mentor, and it was her inner soul. And Trish has obviously been like very conflicted throughout the show, at least in the most recent episodes with all the stuff happening with her father and everything. Trish has been very conflicted, and her stand is like the perfect manifestation of that. Because it's her inner spirit, and it's telling her what to do, and she knows what to do is right, but she also does things against what she wants to do because she wants to follow orders or try to stay safe. Like, she doesn't always want to do the brave thing because she wants to stay safe. And Spice Girl's like, bro, just do it. You know what you have to do. Just do it. It's not like Spice Girl was an alternate force from herself. It was her talking to herself, and I really like that. The dialogue they had, and it was like the perfect stand to take down Notorious B.I.G, or at least to help prolong the attacks, because it makes it softer than like if you hide in the closet. Like, what happened? Okay, this looks wrong. You know what I'm trying to say by doing this. Pushes it back in. You can hide. You're fine. Then they wait, actually, how she split? Did Trish split the plane apart? Or was that Notorious B.I.G? Yes. Trish split off. She was like, no, let's just make a parachute. And how I seriously can't imagine how else they could have survived that. Like, Sticky Fingers might have been able to do something. Like, Sticky Fingers might have been able to, like, I don't know, unzip the ground as they were crashing, or zip and then have everybody jump out into the ocean. But even then, they'd be trying to swim back, and Notorious B.I.G would still be coming after them. It just would have been bad news. And I'm so glad that not only did Giorno think to have his brooch make his left hand, but also that Trish had the perfect stand ability for this. Seriously, a parachute. That was genius. I really like the horror vibes they got going on with this. The thing hitting the Notorious B.I.G, like hitting the window and the ominous music, and also with the Trish, don't look behind you. Charity was trying to warn her, and again that little conflict within her. Should I do what I feel like I need to do, or should I follow orders? Should I follow Charity's orders? I've been following people's orders this whole time, and now I want to do what I need to do for myself. What do I do? And it was just, listen to yourself. And she's like, I'm gonna run. Fuck it. If I move slowly, it's just gonna come eat me anyway. And I have Giorno's brooch. Charity, get in the fucking cockpit or whatever it's called. Get in the... Yeah, it's the cockpit. Get in the cockpit. And she ran in after him, made the parachute. Boom, it was all good. And I love that little scene at the end with all them posing together. Like, I don't remember exactly what poses they did. I could probably rewind it. Oh yeah, that was so cool. Abacchio doing the hand thing. Bruno in the back. Narancha kind of doing the Aerosmith thing. Of course, Mista has to be up on Giorno like that. Of course he does. Because yeah, it's a really nice picture. And I really like where the gang is, how the gang is coming together now. Like, I feel like we just finally got Trish as a member of the gang, as member of Modern Crusaders, Team Boo Charity, whatever you want to call them. She's a member now, and she has a stand now, and so you know she's about to get it. So what else? Oh man. There's some stuff that hasn't happened in the anime yet that I noticed that they foreshadowed in this episode, and I want to talk about it. Okay, I think I'll leave like a timestamp. I'm gonna talk about what I saw foreshadowed, and then I'm gonna leave a timestamp for when I'm done talking about the spoilers. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So first thing, Abacchio. Abacchio's about to get out of the game. Abacchio's not gonna make it. I know. I've seen it. And the way they're like, shit, Moody Blues can go replay that. I need to stop him. And after hearing that Abacchio dies by King Crimson trying to punch him through him because he could go back and tell the gang what they were doing, or what he could go back and tell the gang who the boss was because of Moody Blues. Because he could rewind it. Abacchio's ability is fucking overpowered. Like, not for fighting or anything, but that's overpowered. You could find someone's identity like that. Like, I can't snap. Well, I'm working on my snap. Like that. that is OP in its own right. It doesn't even have to be a punch ghost. It can be a time ghost. Not that time ghost. Or that other time ghost. Or that other time ghost. Or all the other time ghosts that are in this series. Pretty cool ability. As I was saying, yeah, I like how they're like, oh man, I'm gonna have to stop Abacchio. And I like how they're getting more boss action in there. They're about to throw the boss back into the fray. Because one thing when the boss showed up, a little gripe or the kind of thing that I had basically come up was like, this is the big bad. And you just showed him and then you just went back to the regular stand battle of the week. That's kind of boring. And it's not even like Tiziano and Squalo were really like that much different from like a La Squadra member. Because La Squadra members could do some pretty cool stuff. Some pretty OP stuff. Tiziano and Squalo seemed like a regular stand battle guys coming after them. I did like seeing their relationship though. And how they interacted, and Narancha and Giorno's development. That was cool. But there's also that Giorno's God thing. I'm gonna get to Giorno's God. I recorded a video and I talked about what Giorno's God is, and I didn't end up uploading it because I wasn't really satisfied with the video. but I'm gonna get back to that later. So, as I was saying, yeah, I know the next episode, Doppio is gonna show up, and I've heard a lot about Doppio. I don't know exactly what his deal is, but I think he has split personality disorder, and one of his personalities is like connected to the boss or is the boss or something like that. But like, I also know that they're two different people, and Doppio has Epitaph or that part of King Crimson, the future foreseeing King Crimson thing, which explains that scene in the opening where he was like, Doppio has Epitaph. I know he's about to fight fucking Risotto, and I steer clear of knowing exactly what Risotto's ability was. I know it has something to do with metal and blood, but besides that, nothing. And I'm excited. I might review the next episode, actually. This episode is about to be some fire shit. And I think Abakio is gonna die. And, like, you didn't get off, knock out a major character, have the boss's, like, other identity, have the boss show up, have the final member of La Squadra show up. Episode 26. This is gonna be some good stuff. So, I'll end the spoiler part there. Alright, so next up. Oh, that little scene with that chunk of episode after the boss. After they defeated the Notorious B.I.G and just had the boss doing his thing. I loved that. I was getting to it a little bit earlier, but seeing... Yeah, I got way off topic. I was talking about Tiziano and Squalo. I wanted to see the boss and then have like the boss be like a looming threat after that. Like have it be a serious thing. Because they just saw the boss and then went back to your regularly scheduled weekly stand battle. But I really wanted to see more boss before we got to the final fight. And we're seeing that. We're getting that in the next episode and probably more episodes after that. And that is going to be cool. That is going to be neat. I'm really curious about this boss backstory. I have a little bit of spoilers from like a long time ago in my head, but I don't remember too much, and even then it's not enough to put together a cohesive story. I'm ready to find that cohesive story. I was actually going to go ahead and after this episode stop watching the anime or read the manga and then come back to the anime, but you know, after this episode was so well done. I need to see. Oh shit, that was a spoiler, wasn't it? Fuck. Sorry about that. I'll put a warning up for that. I need to see the next fight. That is some cool shit. This lore, these characters, the character development, that's one of the big things about JoJo that I like. It's actually one of the reasons why Part 4 is my favorite. So many characters, so many interesting people with their own stories, and like not everyone is a fucking murderous stand user. Like not every stand user is trying to take you out, and it's more relaxed slice of life. This video isn't about Part 4. I just wanted to say that Part 4 is nice. Josuke best JoJo, by the way. So what else? Yeah, I talked about Spice Girl. I talked about Trish. I liked Abakio was really useful in this episode. Like I know he's usually useful, like his role in the story is to be useful, but he was like, he actually without needing to use Moody Blues, he was like, okay, we need to actually wait. I forgot what he said. I know he said something useful. I actually completely forgot what it was. It was about landing the plane. I know that makes no sense. I know it was useful, and I recognize it as like, thanks, Abakio, that we actually needed that. You're not being a dick. And they actually mentioned Giorno in that scene, and he wasn't like, oh, damn, Giorno. And I was glad to see that. I know it would have been really inappropriate, too. So, yeah, yeah, I like that. I like seeing that. I like seeing Boucherity be the mom he is, you know. Like Trish get in the fucking cockpit, or Trish slowly move towards me, like trying to be so protective over her. Yeah, he doesn't even really know her. Like Fugo was saying, he doesn't even really know her, and Boucherity's still looking out for her. And that's the cool thing about Boucherity. Oh yeah, those are like the only 3 characters. This episode, it was just Abakio, Bruno, and Trish. the whole time. You know, I find it interesting that they don't call her Una. Una. No, look, Abacchio is Leone Abacchio's last name, right? And Bucciarati is Bruno Bucciarati's last name, right? So why isn't it Trish? Why don't they just call her Una? Yeah, I don't know. Also, the wannabe was cool. I don't know if I mentioned that. The wannabe is cool. It was also kind of weird. I felt like it was kind of awkward to say that. Wannabe, like in the middle, like laying. She was like laying on Abacchio and Bruno and punching the fucking door or something. And she's like wannabe, and it was so weird. I've seen that in like the game, her doing it, and it looks more like a stand rush kind of thing, and then shooting the opponent off into the air. And that's kind of how I expected. But you know, this is the plain episode. That's not really gonna work. Oh, unless like. They were in half the plane. It was like this, and the opening was like this, and they were laying back here. Notorious B.I.G was like right here, and she did the thing. She did the thing, and sent him flying. She did kind of do that with Arrivederci, though. I love saying that. Arrivederci. All around, 10 out of 10 episode. This. I don't know if I'm gonna say favorite episode because I feel like the next episode is about to be my favorite episode. But this was some good shit. 10 out of goddamn 10. Great job, David Productions, for animating this so well. The music was very fitting, nice. It really added tension to the tension moments, and I love that little bit of Spice Girls theme that was in there. That was some good shit too. I can't wait for Volume 3. Excuse me. And what else was there? Anything else of importance? King Crimson, bro. King Crimson is fucking neat. Like King Crimson. I thought when that maid opened the door, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to see you in here. I didn't mean to do that, or I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you weren't home. I just came to clean." And then King Crimson, fuck it, the boss. This nigga is kind of clean. He was just like. You know, I could have sworn he was just going to take her out right then and there. And that would have been cool too. But he was just gone with all his stuff. And that is cool. That is really fucking cool. And he's really trying to not be found out. And his ability is perfect for that. It kind of reminds me of The World. Like, those are both like the main stand. King Crimson and The World are the main stand abilities, like most popular time stand abilities in the series, I'm pretty sure. Besides Star Platinum, The World, Bites the Dust maybe, and some other stuff. But yeah, and the interesting thing about that is King Crimson is kind of like The World. Like Dio stops time, and he can move around in the stop time in like instant transmission. So he could have done. He could do basically anything that King Crimson could do, except for the foreseeing the abilities. Dio can just see what's right in front of him, move around, let it play out. King Crimson sees it, stops time. Wait, does he stop time? No, well, come on. I can't be getting confused about King Crimson's ability on episode 25. Come on, man. No. Epitaph sees he can see into the future. Then he can skip. He can basically walk around time. Okay, I see how people are getting confused by this. This is. I could have sworn I figured it out. That's basically what it is, though. It's basically like The World. Like, really, couldn't have Dio just grabbed all his stuff and then left like that in instant transmission? The sound effect for this was cool too. It was very much his own thing. It seems like a lighter The World thing, but it's like instead of. Like and yeah, I like how quick it is. It's like he's gone, and the maid was like, oh well. Anyway, I was cleaning, but yeah, that was cool to see King Crimson in action again, and how he was just gone. He took all his stuff. How is this man doing that in 10 seconds though? Like his ability lets him do that. How do you grab the laptop, all the pictures, all the folders you had, and then jump out the window? He jumped out the fucking window. He fucking skipped time and jumped out the window. How did he do that? did he jump out the window? How did he escape? Anyway, I'm not here to getting confused on how King Crimson works. But that's the end of the video. that's how I'm gonna top this video off, with King Crimson confusion. Oh, I should title the video that King Crimson. I should start titling these. That's what I'm gonna do. King Crimson confusion. Anyway, that's it. That's the video. This is some cool stuff. Very nice, David Brochan. Oh man. Yeah, I'm watching the next episode. See ya.